Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. I'm at Chazy Central Rural School. We're here for a softball game, girls action. It's Friday, May 15th.
Sharon, I need balls.
Chazy will be hosting the Dannemora Knights tonight.
Not back yet.
On a mound for Chazy, we have Audra Mazder behind the plate. Her longtime battery mate, Tammy St. Louis. At first base is Lori Lefebvre. Second base, Alina Ferbatko. Second base is Sherry Slauson. Shortstop, Alina Ferbatko. Third base, Jackie Mock. In left field, Kelly McDonald. Center field, Sarah Gagno. And in right field, Colleen Dwyer. They're coached by Sharon Relation. On the bench, we have Barbie Slauson, Jennifer Coolidge, Tammy Roberts, and Rhonda Thompson. Scorekeeper Chris Coolidge. Dannemora, they're coached by Patty Warner. Their batting order will have number 5, Jerry Chase, the first baseman, leading off, followed by Kelly Regan, the shortstop. Holly Lautenschatz, the center fielder. Chris Kilburn, the catcher. Right fielder Kathy Snyder bats 5th. Nikki Levine, left fielder, bats 6th. Jackie Levine, second baseman, bats 7th. Kim Kilburn bats 8th, and Amy Becker, the pitcher, bats 9th. On the bench they have Miller, Canali, Buckley, Waugh, Keroy, and Sipe.
Ball's in. Coming down, Lena. Ball's in. Batter. One more.
First batter of the ball game, Jerry Chase. 2. Temperature at game time. In the middle 50s, Sarah Gagno will pick it up. However, the wind, and you just saw an example of what the wind is doing. That ball just hit and kind of stopped. It didn't roll at all. Wind is blowing in, I would say, right about in that direction there toward our camera. It's blowing in from the left center field area. The batter here, shortstop Kelly Regan. As we have the leadoff batter on. Chase is at first. It's almost the same spot. Gagno comes running in, makes the grab, throws to first. Safe at first. And she would have been out. However, Lefebvre's foot was pulled off the bag. Had Lefebvre's foot been on the bag, it would have been an out at first. You have to tag up after the ball has been caught. Throw to second. And Chase will be standing in at second. Umpire on the base, Wayne Labarge. Umpire behind the plate, Poppy Rock. Our batter, Holly Lautenschatz, center fielder. Bounces across. St. Louis is going to hold the throw, so Chase is now standing at third. And a pitch. Hit high. Right field, Dwyer kicks it and runs it in. She did the proper thing there. She ran it in rather than firing it. Well, I'll make 2 down. This will bring up the cleanup batter, shortstop Chris Kilburn, the catcher. Excuse me, she's not the shortstop, she is the catcher. Her number is 6 on her back, and I was thinking that was her position. But her position is catcher, which is number 2. Strike. Ball. Foul to the bird.
Dig it out! Dig it out!
Left field. McDonald giving chase. Wind kind of helped that go foul. She'll step back in with a 2-2 count. And the pitch swung on, foul tipped. Just a little reminder to me of how dangerously I'm living here. On the ground, right down that line, we foul. Mock picked it up in foul territory. Pitch from Mazda, swung on, hit. This will be fair. Long throw from Mock, the first in time. Oh, the run does not count. Run across the plate, but on a force out, it does not count. We had to play last night where there was not a force out for the third out, and the umpires mistakenly disallowed the run. But when there is a force out to end the inning, the run does not count, whether it crosses the plate before the out or not. So nothing across for Dannemora. And Chazy will step in here. Batting order for Chazy. Tammy St. Louis will lead off. She'll be followed by Sarah Gagnon, Lori Lefebvre, Alina Fabatko, Kelly McDonald, Audra Mazder, Sherry Slauson, Colleen Dwyer, and Jackie Mock. We're awaiting a pitcher out here. Amy Becker is the pitcher for Dannemora. Looks like they're missing a piece of catching equipment. There we go. The all-important catcher's helmet. Tammy St. Louis will lead things off here for Chazy. That's that strike one from Becker. Well, ball a little bit low. Three and one count. Ball four. That one almost dropped in. Well, St. Louis makes her way to first base. We have a leadoff runner on for Dannemora. That was a situation, excuse me, for Chazy. That was a situation with Dannemora. At the top of the inning, this is Sarah Gagnon, center fielder. That's the old famous stolen base swing. That's just designed to distract the catcher. Allow the base runner to go into second. And it worked. Anu hits this one, it's going to be blown foul. That'll be strike 2 on Gagno. And the pitch, high, ball 1, 1-2. Strike. Strike 3, Gagno is down, and this will bring up Lori Lefebvre, the first baseman. Swings at the first pitch, hits it to right field. That'll easily score St. Louis. He's going to be held up at third. And sliding at third is the first baseman, Lori Lefebvre, with a triple. So Chazy draws first blood. It's a 1-0 ball game. This will bring up shortstop Alina Fabatko, looking for the sign from manager relation. Ball 1. Right. The right side. Nice play by the first baseman. First baseman Jerry Chase fielded the ball and very smoothly stepped on first and fired home. Bring up Kelly McDonald, the left fielder. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Chazy leads with 2 outs. Up top over the backstop, but that's not very hard to do. Backstop is barely 8 feet tall, if that. All right, ball. 1-2. And 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is inside. Ball 2. Even it up at 2-2. Foul back. Third baseman over to first in time, yes. That went from third baseman Kilburn to Chase. Chazy gets 2. We'll go to the second inning with the score. Chazy 2, Dannemora 0. Right fielder Kathy Snyder steps in, looks at ball 1. Strike, 1-1. Ball 2. Ball 3, 3-1. To left field. Nope, wind held that up. Hit the mock at third. 1 out. I thought that was going into left field, but the wind just held it right up there. This is Nikki Levine, left fielder. It's strike one. Strike two. The 0-2 pitch swung on, hit to the right side. Dwyer calling, she'll grab it. That's two down. Let's bring up the other Levine. This is Jackie Levine, second baseman. Swings and misses, strike one. Strike two. Swung at one in the dirt.
No.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Swung at one in the dirt, but she just barely ticked it. Popped up, Mazda calling. She grabs it. Oh, 3 up, 3 down for Dannemora. We're going to go to the bottom of the second with the score remaining 2-0 Chazy.
Take your time, Becker.
Pitcher Audra Mazda will lead off the second for Chazy. Pitch from Becker, strike one. Ball. Ball. All 3-1. Strike. 3-2. We're gonna have a full count. All four almost fell in there. If Rock could call it a strike, I wouldn't have had too much of an argument. This is Sherry Slauson, second baseman. Looks at strike one. Oh. And Mazda steals. Oh, Mazda now in scoring position at second base. Pitch from Becker, swung on and missed. And the pitch. Inside, ball. Ball. fills the count. I have a 3-2 count on the batter. And the payoff pitch to shortstop. First in time. That advances Mazda. So that went from shortstop Regan to first baseman Chase. This will bring up Colleen Dwyer, right fielder. Ball one. One out. Mazda dancing off third on the pitch. There's strike. Well,
21. Three-one.
3-1 pitch to Dwyer. And the pitch. 3-2. And the pitch to the right side. It'll score Mazda. No, it doesn't. I thought Mazda would have scored easily on that. But she didn't really give it a try. Ran about 2/3 of the way. Just enough to draw the throw. And this will bring up Jackie Mock. Pitch from Becker, swung on, strike one. Two. Oh, no ball, 2-strike pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Catcher dropped it, and Mock, frustrated with herself for striking out, wasn't paying attention, and she's tagged out. And the catcher drops the third strike, unless there's less than 2 outs and there's a force play somewhere. The batter can run with 2 outs. The batter can run even if the force play is on. Modified coach, junior varsity coach Carol Latrimore warming up the pitcher Mazda. Kim Kilburn. Let's see what position she is. She's a third baseman. She's going to step in here and lead things off in the third. Chazy leading Dannemora 2-0. Except ball one. That's high for a ball. Ball two. Dirt, ball three. All four. Look, the turkey brought her glove today. This is Amy Becker, the pitcher. She looks at strike one. Kilburn gets back to first. One. 1-2. She kind of winced at that one. She knew after it had gone through it was a strike. Swings and fouls it off. Foul tipped at the plate.
Keep your eye on it. People are swinging up here and down. 1-2. Run on the top. Come on,
Strike 3 swinging. St. Louis comes up ready to fire. And about it here, Jerry Chase, first baseman. Pitch from Mazda, looks at ball 1. Ball 2.
Let's go.
Strike. On the ground. Dwyer will pick it up. It gets through there for a base hit. Dwyer runs it in. So Kelly Regan, the shortstop, will step in here now. 1 out, runners at first and second. Gagno in center field will grab it. Almost had a double play. The wind really blowing in now. Really a strong wind blowing in. So 2 down. And Holly Lautenschott, the center fielder, will step in. Third base, Mock will have the force. She does. She takes it. That's knowing what you're going to do with the ball before you get it. So after 2.5, we're going to go to the bottom of the third with the score: Chazy 2, Dannemora nothing. Tammy St. Louis. That's at ball 1. Strike. Swings and misses. Strike 2 will be 1 and 2.
1-2.
Alright, okay, even the count at 2 and 2. How about? And Colleen Dwyer will earn her keep. I'll take this moment to remind everyone that on May 23rd and 24th, the 21st annual St. Mary's Bazaar will be taking place. I'll fill the count. At St. Mary's Bazaar at the St. Mary's Field in Champlain. Games, rides, prizes, parade on Sunday. St. Louis is out. We're expecting to see everyone from Chazy there. This is Sarah Gagno, center fielder. Strike one. Pitch from Becker, high. I'll even the count at 1-1. Swings and misses. Strike two. 1-2. Low, I'll even the count at 2-2. Ball three. 3-2 count. And the pitch. High, ball four. So Gagno will walk. Actually, Gagno doesn't know how to walk. She'll run or trot. This will bring up Lori LaFave, first baseman. And dirt. Gagno's in there. Ball goes into right field. Gagno safely swipes second base. LaFave will step back in. The shortstop bobbled. Throw to first. Safe at first. And they race it back to that pitching circle. Once the ball's in their pitching circle, the runners either have to go back to their bag or get to the next one. They can't dance around. This is Alina Fabatko, shortstop and cleanup batter. Strike one. Oh, LaFave has swiped second base. So we have LaFave at second, Gagno at third, Fabatko at bat, and one out. Pitch from Becker, foul tipped. Almost dropped in. 2-2. Ball three, fill it up. 3-2. First base is open. Kelly McDonald on deck. And the payoff pitch. Swung on. Lofted high to the right side. First baseman Chase calling. Grabs it. And there'll be no advance on that. So 2 down. And left fielder Kelly McDonald will step in now. Strike one. Well, lined up the middle. We'll score at least one. We'll see if LaFave will try. Here comes the throw. It's going to be there. Ball goes out of play. So McDonald, who had first base made and was on her way to second, will get second base and one extra one. When the ball is released, you start counting. So they get the base they're going to and one more. That's when the ball is thrown. So 2 runs across the plate. It's a 4-0 ball game here in the 3rd inning. And Audra Mazder will step in. Mazda, one of the few girls with just her shirt sleeves on. No sweatshirt underneath. Must be a bit chilly. I'm here with a winter coat. Most of the girls have a sweatshirt of some sort underneath. This windy day, foul back. Mazda must be tougher than I am.
1-2.
Now leaving it up at 2-2. On the ground, back to Becker. Becker will toss to first. No, Mazda is retired. We're going to go to the 4th inning. Our score now, Chazy 4, Dannemora nothing. Chris Kilburn will lead off the 4th inning. Dannemora trailing by 4. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike. 2-1. Popped up. Mock out of play. Out of play. Out of play line right there. So it'll be strike 2. It'll be 2-2 count. And Kilburn will step back in. And the pitch high, ball 3, full count. Swings at ball 4. That calls a repeat. There's ball 4. She didn't swing it that time. Well, she's on with a walk. Let's bring up Kathy Snyder, the right fielder. Ball 1. Strike. 1-1. Well hit ball to center field. Nice grab by Gagnon through to first, and he got away at first. It's a technicality. It's a ball as Kilburn is dancing off third. It's a technicality, but I've never believed that the runner should get 2 bases on a play like that because she is going back to first. She gets the base she's going to and 1 extra one. Since she was going back to tag up at first, I always believed that she should get second and not third. This is Nikki Levine. No advance. Levine is the left fielder.
2-1.
2-1 is the count. to Gagno. Gagno will squeeze it. We should have a... Nope, no advance. With that wind blowing in, runners are hesitant to try to run on the outfielder's arms. This is Jackie Levine, second baseman. We have 2 outs. And Kilburn remaining at third. Ball 1. Alfei will grab it. That'll be out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. Our score remaining 4-0. Jerry Slauson is our batter. And I visited with umpires Labarge and Rock during the half inning and got a clarification on that overthrow rule. They say they've changed it now where it's anywhere except, of course, a pickoff move from the pitcher, which is no such thing anyway in softball. An automatic 2 bases from the point of release. So last year, if she was going back to first, she would have gotten second, but now they've changed that and it's an automatic 2 bases. So a rule change in softball. Foul tipped. Foul tipped and the catcher hung on to it. Oh, nice hanging on job by Kilburn. This will bring up Colleen Dwyer, right fielder. She looks at a high one, ball 1. In the dirt. 3-0 to Dwyer. Ball 4. Nope. Yep, ball 4. Well, Dwyer will make her way to first. And third baseman Jackie Mock will step up. Strike 1. I have been talked into doing the Tuesday night Lake Placid modified game. Strike 2. So this coming Tuesday we'll be doing the modified game for Chazy versus Lake Placid. Nice play, picked up on a bounce and threw to second. And of course Dwyer had to kind of hold up, waiting to see if that was going to get caught or not. And she was forced at second. And we have a limping Levine at second base now. Not every day you get to see a limping Levine, but there's one. Jackie Levine. Bumped into by Dwyer, and Dwyer's about 6 inches taller than her. This is Tammy St. Louis. She's the catcher. Strike. I guess that was a steal swing. And Mock is in at second.
1-2.
Center field. Would have been a nice play. The wind, I'm sure, is moving that ball a little bit. There's a nice try by Lawton Shots, the center fielder. There are 2 outs, I believe, so there's no reason for Mock to still be standing at second. No reason at all. Mock should have been running. Not sure if Coach Relation was telling her to run or not. Coach Relation going over the signs with Mock, double steal. We have runners at first and second. Sarah Gagnon is the batter. St. Louis dancing off second. Oh. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike on Gagnon. Popped up.
Out of play.
Directly over my head into the tall grass back here. 2-2 is our count. Strike 3 looking. Gagnon goes down glancing, and we're going to go to the 5th inning with the score 4-0. Chazy leading. Third baseman Kim Kilburn looks at a close one for ball 1. Ball. 3-0. 3-1. Kilburn walks. And Dannemora has a base runner. And a batter, the pitcher, Amy Becker. Stolen base attempt, and she's going to be in there. I would think that stealing would be a good percentage thing to do with that wind blowing in like that. It's got to be a rough throw. Definitely slows the throws down going in that direction. Like 2. Foul ball. Coach Warner just getting out of the way in time. Sun peeking in and out on us. 1-2, throw to third. She's going to be in there. So we have a Kilburn at third. And a Becker at the plate. And a Mazda on the mound. And a pitch. Popped up over the backstop.
Still 1-2.
Foul back.
Thank you.
On the ground. It's going to be a good play by Slauson. If St. Louis had come up with it, she might have had a chance to hold the runner at third, but after saying, if LaFay would come up with it, she might have a chance to hold the runner at third. But when Slauson picked it up, she had little choice but to race to first and made a nice play out of it. So it's a 4-1 ball game, and Jerry Chase, the first baseman, steps in. She looks at strike 1. Center field. I saw Gagno get a bead on it, then stop and get another bead. A wind moving that ball around. This is shortstop Kelly Regan. Foul tip. Strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch from Mazda. Popped up. Out of play. That's what hustling will give you. Get you 3 bases in this instance. Regan didn't give up. It was a pop-up. She could have easily stood at the plate and watched. Instead, she hustled. She rounded first by the time the ball was touched and knocked out of play. To center field, Gagno comes running in and grabs it. That's the 3rd out. And that batter was Holly Lautenschatz. Regan did get an extra base on hustle. Looked like Lefebvre called that Mazda off. And the wind just causing problems on those pop-ups. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th with a score of 4-1. Chazy leading Dannemora. Lori Lefebvre will lead off the bottom of the 5th. And she gets some dust in her eye. And a pitch from Becker. Foul back. We're on the bottom of the 5th. A close game. Getting some fans out of play over down the right field line. Ball. 2-1. To right center field. Nice grab out there in right field by Kathy Snyder. And this is Alina Fabato. Slow roller, third baseman, up firing. He's out at first. So that went from Kilburn at third to Chase at first. 2 outs, and Kelly McDonald, the left fielder, will step in. Pitch from Becker, swung on, fouled at the plate. The ball hit McDonald at the plate. As long as you're in that batter's box, the ball can hit you. You get hit with the ball outside the batter's box and you're out. It's a fair ball. While she was still in the batter's box, the ball bounced off McDonald's leg. Swung on, hit to second base. Levine to Chase. Oh, 3 up and 3 down. Nothing across for Chazy. Dannemora still very much in this ball game. We're going to go to the top of the 6th inning. And our score, Chazy 4, Dannemora 1. They're cheering rally. They're looking for a rally this inning.
Better?
I think the turkey is waking up over there. Chris Kilburn, cleanup batter. Bunt. Safe at first. Oh, leadoff bunt single by the cleanup batter, Chris Kilburn, the catcher. And Dannemora has a lead runner on, lead batter on. Stolen base attempt. Safe at second. And I was still looking up the next batter's name. You guys are going to have to slow down a little bit. This is Kathy Snyder, the right fielder. Looks at ball 2. Ball 3. Strike. 3-1. To the left side. Oh, almost looked like it popped up and hit Trabatko, but I don't think it did. Base hit, and Snyder very alertly goes to second base. Should have been only one base on that, but she very alertly went to second, so now the potential tying run is at the plate. This is Nikki Levine. And the ball gets away. Ball got away from St. Louis. Everybody moves up one base, so it's a 4-2 ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. There's not much distance here between home plate and the out of play area, so it's a very tough job for catchers here to keep that ball in play. Ball. In addition, anything that gets by, there's a big gap underneath the backstop over here, so catching here is a full-time job. Popped up to Trabatko. That'll be one out. And it's bring up Jackie Levine. It's a 4-2 ball game with Snyder at third. Every batter who steps up here is a potential tying run. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss.
Keep your eye on it, Jackie.
To left field. It'll be a 4-3 ball game. This time McDonald will get up to second base. That's a 4-3 ball game. Dannemora very much in this ball game. The potential tying run is now at first. And this is Kim Kilburn, the third baseman. One out, ball 1. Kilburn represents the potential lead run. This is throw to second. Safe. Levine, who was limping earlier in the ball game on a collision at second, seems to have recuperated. Ball. Two-one. Potential tying run at second. Gagno got a bead. And we have 2 down. And the pitcher, Amy Becker, can help her cause out here. Becker with a chance to help her cause. 2 outs. That's at ball 1. Strike, 1-1. Ball. Foul that. Now even up at 2-2. And a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled out of play. She said, let it go, and this guy just backed off from it. I think umpire Rock scared him off. He was going to try to catch it until she said, let it go. Foul at the plate. Of course, when she said let it go, she was referring to the fielders to let it be, not to the fans. Ball 3, just barely missing. Fills the count at 3-2. Becker feeling the pressure up there. Pitch from Mazda on its way. Swung on, hit to the right side. It's going to be foul ball. Foul ball. The wind just curved it. I had fair ball written all over it. I had a double. The wind just took a double away from Becker. And she is shivering up there. She looks very cold at the moment. Ball 4, she's going to walk. Oh, Becker draws a walk out of Mazda. Potential tying run at second, potential lead run at first, and Jerry Chase, first baseman, said ball 1. Ball. I've been calling her Jerry Chase. I thought that was in a book, but it seems like they're calling her Gina. So whoever she is, her last name is Chase, and she's the first baseman. 3-1. Could be trouble. McDonald battling the wind and grabs it. So Chazy holds Dannemora to just 2 in the top of the 6th. They'll be looking to pick up a couple insurance runs in the bottom half of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th with the score. Chazy 4, Dannemora 3. Jackie Mock trying to incite her team over there. Going to get herself committed instead. Chazy scored early. They scored 2 in the first and 2 in the third. They've been scoreless in the last 2 innings. Dannemora scored 1 in the 5th and 2 in the 6th. And we have a 4-3 ball game. Audra Mazda, the pitcher, going to lead off the bottom half of the 6th. Becker on the mound. Ball 1. Chazy bench on its feet. Oh. That was strike. 2-1 count. And a pitch. 3-1. Ball 4, Mazda will draw a walk, and she will race to first. And the batter, Sherry Slauson. Mazda gets into second easily. Strike. Throw to third. Going to be off the mark. Mazda will be in there. Slauson squared the bunt and did a good job of distracting the catcher on that. The Mazda definitely in scoring position. Nobody out. Ball gets up. We're going to try to score. Safe. The tag was not there. Ball was there in time, but Becker just didn't put the tag on her. Didn't have the ball low enough. Good job by Kilburn, but Becker just didn't put the ball down. Actually, the best thing that could happen to Dannemora was that run crossing the plate. Nobody on base, they can concentrate on the batter. So she would have probably scored anyway with nobody out. Pop foul is going to be out of play. Third base. That was grabbed by Kilburn. One out, and Colleen Dwyer. Strike one. One and one. To the left side, gets through. One of those seeing eye hits. Oh, Dwyer on at first. And Jackie Mock will step up. One down, 5-3 ball game. Mock swings, hits it to shortstop, gets through. Just under the glove of Kelly Regan at shortstop. Let's bring up Tammy St. Louis. Oh, Mock at first, Dwyer at second. One out. The pitch from Becker. Steal. Randall thought the steal was on. She gave it a steal swing and nobody was moving. A chopper back to Becker. Becker not aware of the situation. She had time to turn and get Dwyer at third. Instead, she turned and went to first. So Becker has runners at second and third, and she shouldn't. This is Gagno. The center field falls in. Throw home. Two more runs crossed for Chazy. I believe our catcher here, Chris Kilburn, is injured. She's over there on the side holding herself. And Dwyer came sliding in. Kilburn was knocked to the ground. O'Goniel singles in. One run, the other run comes. Other one comes in on the ball getting away. So Chazy picks up 2 more. This makes it now a 7-3 ball game. And Laurie LaFave, Dannemora coach Patty Warner, coming over to confer with Rock to make sure there wasn't any foul play on that slide. Rock said no, it was a good clean slide. 7-3 is how the 6th inning is going to end on the line shot. Holly Lawton shots. Now we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning, the final chance here for Dannemora. Kelly Regan's going to lead it off for him. Dannemora back to where they were. Early in the game, they are trailing by 4. Chazy leading 7-3. A 4-run lead is far from safe. As Dannemora gets set to bat. And Kelly Regan. Let's check. Yes, Kelly Regan, the shortstop. Bunt, she's just as well off that she didn't hit that one. Popped it up straight. Sabatko calling it short. There's one down. Best thing a player can do today is hit it down and make them throw that ball down and hard. Holly Lawton shots, center fielder. Gonna step up here now. That ball 1. Strike, 1-1. Back to Mazda. Mazda will toss to first. LaFave stretches and picks it up in time. 2 down. And let's bring up the final hope for Dannemora. Chris Kilburn, the catcher. It's been a good ball game. Kilburn bunted her way on last time. She faked the bunt that time and then let the ball go through for ball 1.
Come on, Chris! You're gonna get Chris!
Strike, 1-1. Ball, 2-1.
2-1.
Foul, that'll be strike 2, 2-2.
Keep it like that. Straighten it out, Chris. Straighten it out. Right, Chris. Come on, Chris. You can do it. You can do it. Stay close, Chris.
2-2 count. And the pitch from Mazda. Popped up. Gagno in center field calling, cuts in front of McDonald and grabs it. And that's the ball game. Chazy wins it. 7-3. It's where they just won the World Series. 7-3 victory for Chazy over Dannemora. Well, Dannemora doesn't seem too upset with the loss. That's the way things were. Friday, May 15th, 1987 at Chazy Central. It's Kelly Regan's birthday. She is Regan. You're 17 today. Happy birthday, Kelly Regan. Kind of late to send her a card, but maybe you can call her in Dannemora. And now we're going to finally finish up that Sandy's Deli versus Northland Heights game from a year ago. Very exciting finish to a ball game. Inside, it's a ball. Northland Heights scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second, and 1 in the fifth. Sandy's Deli scored 1 in the third and 7 in the fifth inning. That accounts for our scoring thus far. We're in the top of the 7th inning. This game was played June 18th. A nice autumn day at the end of spring here.
Good eye, Miss. Good eye. Wow, back. Missy's got to be awful good. Take him back there. We're down. We'll take a walk.
Kind of a cool day today. A little depressing when you stop to realize that in 3 days, the days will start getting shorter all over again as we hit summer. Pitch from Wilcox. Outside, ball 4. So Rodriguez will go to first. She represents the potential tying run with nobody out. And Tad Laundrie decides it's time to confer with his pitcher. Okay, Wilcox will come out, and Kim Dean, who started the game as catcher, will come back in. Wilcox came into the batting order in place of Kim Dean. So if Wilcox comes out of the game, the only starter who can come back in for is Kim Dean. He can put somebody else in on the bench to replace Wilcox. But Kim Dean is the only starter who can come back in for Wilcox. And of course, Wilcox is the only player that Dean can come back into the game for. So Kim Dean will be the catcher. And I believe Darlene Gowett, who's been playing third, will move over to the pitching mound. That means something will have to be done with Sue DeRocher, who's the catcher now. And that might mean we might see Karen Rior back in the ball game. Darlene Gowett is back pitching. Luann Bombardier, who had gone to center field, is back at third base. And Kim Dean has come in to play center field. Throw comes to third. And the ball is misplayed. And now the potential tying run moves to third. The potential lead run goes to second. Still nobody out, and Karen Dale is the batter. Bases are loaded, nobody out. Top of the 7th inning. Gillette back on the mound. Karen Deal, the batter. Ball 2. And of course, Gillette, since she was already in the game, was playing third base. She didn't get any warm-up pitches, so she has to go out there and find the plate in a hurry. We're going to go for the out at second. They tie the game up. Potential lead run goes to third. We have 1 out, and Keitha Brunel will be the batter. So Alma Manor, who pinched hit, did her job. She ended up scoring the tying run. Missy Rodriguez at third base represents the potential lead run. We have runners at first and third, 1 down, top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. Short. It's a ball. Time is 8:06. There's a strike. The rusher will retrieve. Deep. That's ball. 3-1, I believe, is the count. 2-1 is the count. On the ground, McCaslin. Oh, she tried for the double play. As a heads up play by McCaslin. Did the only thing she could do, tried for the double play, and she ended up throwing it a little too hard maybe to McKinnon at first base. Hit her in the old breadbasket. And more importantly for Northland Heights, the lead run has crossed the plate. That's why McCaslin was so desperate to get that double play to end the inning and nullify that lead run. But the score is now 9-8. We have 2 downs. 2 down and strike 1. On the ground. Plays to first. That's going to end the top of the 7th. And Sandy's Deli now down by a run. Score is 9-8. I need 1 to tie and 2 to win. They're checking things out in the scorebook. Sandy Landry will lead the attack here in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's do or die for Sandy's Deli. Looks like ball 1. There's a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Alma Manor, who pinched it for Sue Roberts, stayed in the ball game. That looked like Missy Rodriguez making the catch for 1 down. Gail Gannett, right fielder, is the batter. 1 down now. Sandy's Deli 2 outs away from losing. Bottom of the 7th inning.